Alright, I have to stop making crazy selfies. It's not going to be my thumbnail. Hey there guys and girls, it's me, it is I, Tirza from healthyveganlife.com, and today I want to make a video about weight loss on a starch-based diet. Now, for some people, it is more difficult to lose weight than for others. Like when you start eating starch-based and you stick to all the little rules, or I wouldn't really say rules, but you just stick to the foods that will make you get the best results, you should be able to lose weight, maybe very slowly, but you should be able to get to a weight where you are your healthiest. But for some people it goes too slowly, or if you're a woman it is more difficult to lose weight than if you're a guy, because the body wants to hold on to that extra weight so that even in times of food scarcity we can still give birth to healthy children. And also, if you've already lost a fair bit of weight and the last few pounds are a bit more difficult to lose, Dr. McDougall has written a book about maximal weight loss where he gives some strategies so that you could lose weight a bit quicker. And I have read this book and I think it's pretty awesome, so I want to discuss it with you and let you know about it. The McDougall program for maximum weight loss is basically the same as a starch solution, only with a few more, I would say, limitations or extra things that you can keep in mind or pay attention to help you just lose weight a bit faster. And basically the idea is to let you eat more calorie dilute foods, so foods that have less calories per pound, and less foods that are calorically very dense. And so I'm going to explain to you what you should be eating, what you should not be eating and stuff. But basically the premise is, if you eat more foods that are calorically dilute, so that don't have a lot of calories per pound, you will still get a lot of volume in your stomach and you will still feel full. You don't have to feel hungry, but overall you will eat less calories, and so it will be easier to lose weight, because in the end, even on a starch-based, high carbohydrate diet, if you want to lose weight, you have to just eat a little bit less than you use. So, but calorie counting is not for everyone. In fact, I would say it's for, it's not really the most natural thing to do. It's only because of labs that we know how many calories are in certain foods. I mean, that's just kind of that's the word that we gave to it, like the energy units that are in food. But I mean, normally no one would ever know. So this way of eating a maximum weight loss program, you don't have to count calories and you could just eat as much as you want but still lose weight, hopefully, if you stick to the program 100%. Now this is how it works. There are certain things that you need to avoid, certain things that you really want to eat, and then there are things that you want to do. So I'm going to go through them, all of them, right now. So first of all, you want to avoid animal products, of course. Animal products lead to weight gain. They are unhealthy for you in a whole bunch of different ways. I've made other videos about that. No animal products ever. Secondly, all oils need to be avoided. Oils are so calorically dense, more calorically dense than anything else you can ever eat. 1 tablespoon has 1 tablespoon of olive oil has 100 to 120 calories. It adds up fast and it does not help you lose weight at all. I've talked about this in my why not to eat oil video as well. So, but you want to be careful not to eat store-bought hummus, not to eat, vegan burgers and stuff, and other, like chocolate and things. They're very fatty, they have a lot of refined fat in them, and they will make your weight loss go slower, or make it not possible at all for you to lose weight. So really keep an eye out for the oils, the hidden oils maybe that you have in your diet. Third of all, you want to avoid all high-fat plant foods. Now these are foods that are usually encouraged that you should eat, like things like avocado, coconut, nuts and seeds, nut butters, olives and things like that. They are really healthy foods, but they are higher in fat, and the higher in fat a food is, more calories it has, the more calorically dense it is, and so the more difficult it will be for you to lose weight if you eat these foods. Fourth of all flour products. Now this also includes whole wheat bread, tortillas, crackers, all flour products, cookies, baked dishes. Even if they are made with whole wheat flour or another kind of whole grain flour. Flours are calorically very dense, and so it's very easy for you to eat like a whole bunch of sandwiches, whereas if you were to eat like a salad with starches and veggies, you would eat way less calories without even noticing or without even feeling less full. Then fifth of all, you want to avoid fruit juices, fruit purees, and dried fruits. These foods have a lot of calories, but they don't fill you up a lot. I mean, dried fruit is it's a very small amount and you get a lot of calories in. Fruit juice, your body doesn't really register it because it's a fluid, and fluid calories, the body doesn't really know what the heck is going on. So very easy for you to eat a lot. Fruit puree, good grief, I cannot say this word. Fruit puree is another food that is more calorically dense, and you might as well just switch to whole fruits. Why not? It's easy enough and it's delicious as well. And then last but not least, you want to use simple sugar very sparingly. So like a little teaspoon of it on your oatmeal, that's like 14 calories. That's not going to make a big difference. But putting it in cookies, some people even put it in smoothies and stuff, like coconut sugar. Why do that? No, it's just a waste. It's waste of what? It's a waste of everything. Just don't do it and you will reap the rewards. Now, what can you eat? Is there even anything left to eat? Obviously you can still eat starches, so whole grains, like barley and couscous and quinoa and rye and rice and things. All of those, when you eat them whole, like cooked in a pan or whatever, that is totally fine. Just go crazy on them. Then potatoes, of course, the root vegetables, sweet potatoes. There's a whole bunch of different potatoes, it seems like, in the United States. We have a few different kinds here, not so many, but just go crazy on potatoes. They're awesome for you. Then legumes, so beans and lentils. I love lentils. Yeah, that's it, beans and lentils. Also vegetables. Now, when you eat the maximum weight loss way, you want to make sure that you fill your plates with 1/3 to 1/2 with vegetables, and this can be either raw vegetables or cooked vegetables, like green and yellow vegetables, and that will help you to fill up a lot, and of course also to get a lot of nutrition whilst not getting in too many calories. And then last but not least, you want to eat fresh fruit. Dr. McDougall recommends to eat no more than 2 pieces a day when you do the maximum weight loss program, and this is because fruit doesn't satisfy you as long, and so it's easy to eat a lot of fruit, and some people do, especially when they eat smoothies, and so in the end you might eat more than you might need to, than if you were to eat a bit more starches. So this is really a starch-based program, and fruit is something that you need for the nutrition, and that is delicious, and that tastes really good in oatmeal and other kind of things, but don't go crazy on it for this program. And then finally, in terms of what things you might want to do. First of all, you want to eat until you're satisfied. There's no starving on this program. It's just eating as much as you want, sticking to the foods that you are allowed to eat. And, just don't go hungry. Just eat enough until you're satisfied. Second of all, graze throughout the day so that you don't get super overly hungry at one point. If you just have 3 meals a day and you stick to this program, come dinner time you might get like super ravenous and just throw all the things out of the window and just eat whatever you find. So grazing throughout the day is good, helps your blood sugar to stay at a good level. You want to allow time for digestion, so it takes your stomach 20 minutes to send a message to your brain saying, hey, I'm full, I've had enough. So after you've had like a decent plate full of food, with your starches and your veggies, or your starches and your fruit, wait 20 minutes before having potentially another plate. Now obviously this can be a bit more difficult when you're at work or when you're at school and you don't have like the entire day to eat, but allowing yourself time for digestion can help if you have a tendency to just really eat and scuff a whole lot of food down all at once. Another thing that really helps is to restrict the variety of foods you eat in one meal. If you have one meal where you have, let's say, salsa, and you also have like a salad and a different dish and a different dish and like when you eat at a buffet, you have all these kinds of different foods, And research shows that when you eat a bigger variety of foods in one meal, you tend to eat more than you otherwise would, because you're like stimulated and you're like, oh, this is an interesting taste, and oh, that's an interesting taste too, and then in the end you eat more than you otherwise would. So just keep it simple. And very important as well is to exercise. Dr. John McDougall recommends to do a little bit of exercise every single day, and to get up like 30 minutes before you normally would, or to just skip a TV program and to just do some exercise in that time, and to at least do this 4 times a week, but really every day would be better. Now, there's more information on this in the actual book, Maximum Weight Loss Program. What can I do? I shall just put the little link to it on Amazon, I think, in the description below. Oh, and there's also some, if you don't want to get the full book, which, by the way, I'm not trying to sell it to you, you know, I don't get any money out of that. You can also get some tips on how to eat this way on the McDougall forum. I'll put the links to that in the description below as well. And now I would just like to know from you, have you tried this before? And if you have, what was it like? Did you get the results? And if you haven't tried it yet, would this be something that you'd be interested in, or does it sound way too restrictive? I'm just very curious what you guys think of this. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you so much. Thank you for all your awesome comments and stuff. Please give this video a like if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel for more of me talking about food and stuff. And I'll see you very soon. I will very soon put up a new what I eat in a day video, so stay tuned for that. I know some of you have been very anxiously waiting for a new one. Oh, before I forget, I totally have a free 3-day meal plan, vegan, starch-based, that you can find by following the link in the description below. It's free, and you could just, you know, get some recipes. It's not, you know, like Maximum Weight Loss Program. There's some, what stuff is in there? Bread is in there, so it's not maximum weight loss, but it's still healthy and delicious and good for you. So check that out if you want to, and I will see you guys very soon. Goodbye. So what do you guys think of this new quality? Can you even see it? I got to borrow my boyfriend's camera because I wanted to make better quality videos, and he didn't really use this one very much. So yeah, the only problem is I have iMovie still, and iMovie kind of sucks because my laptop is like 4.5 years old, so my iMovie is very old as well, and it's just laboratory. What is the English word for that? In Dutch we say laboratorium, but in English I would say labs. It's only because of labs, and also what?